Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is it? January the 3rd. How are we all? Put the phone down now while you're coming in. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody? Got my hanky, got my water ready. Good morning, Lynn. How are you? Oh, I've been rushing around this morning. Look at my hair as well. It's all gone weird today. Morning, Anne. It's sunny. It's sunny. It's horrible here. Marina, good morning. How are you? Deborah, good morning. Having a bit of a different, Marcia, hello. Having a different morning this morning. Sharon, good morning. How are you? Anne-Marie, morning. She says morning. Lovely of you to all join me this morning. Sue, good morning. How are we? Anne, good morning. Kiss, kiss. Kate, good morning. Everyone's been very polite today, aren't they? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Savannah, morning, gorgeous. How are you? Jeanette, good morning, John, from a cold, snowy County Durham. It's not snowy here at all. Good morning. Sowing an Easter wreath, says Lorraine at the moment. Morning, John, and all from an overcast Isle of Wight, says Claire. Matt Bonadar from Grey Swansea Valley. Hi, John, good to see you. Done. Morning, that was Marie. Nikki says morning, happy new year. Julie's joined, my sister-in-law Julie's joined. Morning from chilly Dartmoor, says Sarah. Marie says good morning, John and everyone. Oh, hang on, Francis. Oh, that's a nice name, hang on. Francis, Lorna, Fletcher, morning, John and everyone. Sun and showers in sea houses. Margaret, good morning, John from a cold and wet Suffolk. Shirley Morell's in, surprised she's up with her hangover. Good morning, John, and all from a very frosty island, says Neve. Wendy, good morning, Shirley. Morning, John. Hope the weather's nice with you as here is in Saintfield. It's horrible here. It's grey and miserable. Morning, bon dia, says Marcia. She's from Brazil. Good morning, John. Lovely to see you, says she's laying the ballet dancer. Judith says it's a bit murky in Cumbran today. Sunny in Potton in Bedford. Maybe the sun will come here later then. It's a bit drizzly here. I haven't been out. Morning, Julie. I haven't been out. Cold this side of the channel, says Jackie. Sarah from Manchester in Milton Keynes says, good morning, everyone. Cold and sunny in Milton Keynes. My glasses are blocked. Morning, Karen in Wigan. She's got more snow in Wigan. Turpin, morning, crisp and bright in Bournemouth. On the beach looks. Or go for a walk after lunch. Very nice. All right, well, I was going to go for it. All right, okay, back to normal, John. Yeah, it is Sue, isn't it? Jeanette, morning. I was just going for a walk with Dulcie this afternoon, but the roofer, I'm holding my roof, he suddenly said he's coming round today to do a quote on the price. So I've got him coming round later. Good morning. Hang on, I missed it, that one. Good morning, sun's out. Just about in Islington. Judith says, good morning. Jules, good morning, John, everyone in West Yorkshire. From West Yorkshire, that is. Morning, gorgeous, says Carol with an E. Jan says, morning to you all. Lynn says, good morning, John, everyone from a very bright Cardiff. Has everyone got sunshine except me? Morning, John, full of cold. Hope you can't hear me sneezing. Ooh, no, keep your germs away from me. Morning, says Julie. Suzanne says, morning, John, a bit gloomy in Bracknell. It's posh in Bracknell, isn't it? Frog Cottage. No, my friend lives in Frog Cottage there. Morning, John, everyone, says Paula. Attract says, just in from feeding and watering the poor wee garden birds. White frost here. I fed the birds this morning as well. And then the great big black jackdaws come down and nick all the food, don't they? Sue says, morning, John from a grey New Forest. Jeanette says, when are we going to get a book from you? Oh, it's in the process. It takes so long, Jeanette. I can't tell you. Morning from snowy Backup, Lancashire. Fabulous shirt as always. Catherine says, morning, John. Freezing in Dursley. Our heating's gone, but Andrew's chasing a fat tyre in the car. Oh, no. Just waiting for the third thing, but looking forward to seeing the book. Good morning, John, from a sunny and cold Burton-on-Trent, says Angela. Christine says, morning, John, lovely to see you. Cold but bright in St Agnes. Had a strange dream about you last night, says Jules. Hope it's not like Crazy Lorraine's. Hers was naughty. Morning, says Jackie. Bit of blue sky here on the Wirral. Susan says, my Liberty book arrived. But I was out, so I've got to get it from the post office. Oh, no, Susan, I hate it when that happens. Hannah Bradley Cohen's in. Good morning, good morning. Fiona says, morning, John, from Barnoldswick. We have snow lingering. Beverly says, good morning, very cold and frosty in Stevenston in North Ayrshire. Jeanette says, hope it was a good one. Morning, John, from Chandler's Ford. Just back from a walk. It was dull and cold, says Kath. Joan. Morning, John, from cold and bright, trying to snow Hadrian's Wall. Margaret Illingworth in Heckmondwike. Lots of black ice here. Oh, you be careful. Laurie says, morning, John. Darl in Suffolk. Kim says it's lovely in Salisbury. Lintuit. Gloomy here down the road from Bracknell. Yeah, it was her birthday this week. Can't have everything. Hi, John. Busy taking the tree down. Oh, there you go. Lots of people were taking their trees down today, weren't they? Jane, good morning, John. Everyone, snow's all gone in Solihull. Didn't stay very long. Only arrived yesterday afternoon, didn't it? Morning. Snow on Haytor. Is that a mountain? Do you live on a mountain, Nicola? Morning, Jan. No, Jan says morning, gorgeous. Sue says good morning, cold and damp in Desford. Carol says iffy morning in East Yorkshire. Husband ill in bed, so not dressed yet, having a frothy coffee and watching you for a pick-me-up. Ooh, nice. I've had a frothy coffee already. I'll have to have another one. Morning, Judith Barry. It's very cold and breezy in Hampshire, she says. Morning, John. How you doing? I'm good, thanks, Mark. Morning from sunny North Shropshire, says Marie. Jack's morning from sunny cold Nantwich. Jules says my dream was a little bit saucy. Oh, ooh. It must be because we're all in lockdown, isn't it? Morning, Vida. Binged the whole of Bridgeton. Loved it. Lots of bottoms. Jan, I've only seen one bottom so far. And then another one where the oldest son's sitting there naked with his legs up like that and the girl's sort of lying in the crux of his body. Kat says, morning, John. Very grey and gloomy here in Scarborough. Shirley Rail says, been watching Billington. Do you mean Bridgerton? It was very naughty, says Shirley. Claire says, morning, gorgeous, dull and grey in Silverstone. Never did snow, just as well. Good morning, John, everyone. Sunny and frosty here in Ashton-under-Lyne. Morning from a damp East Yorkshire with snowy clouds appearing. Oh, don't let them come down here. Morning, John. Thawing out in Hereford, says Helen. Anne says morning. Linda says morning. Dull here in Chevitthorne in Devon. Julie Tarpey says morning, honey. Morning. So this morning we're going to go a little bit off piste, a little bit different this morning, because you know before Christmas I showed Ethne, Ellie, you're always on time and bubbly. Film training. Oh, I know, Ethne. And I watched Notting Hill was on last night, which I was on, wasn't I? Took me way back to my film days. Hang on. Morning from a miserable Sheffield, says Julie. Lane says morning, John. Cold here, but can see the sun from the frozen North County Durham. Sandy, morning. Cold but breezy. Oh no, it's Jan, cold and breezy in Portland. Hang on, everyone's gone. Hang on, I missed one out there. Sandy is in Anglesey, raining in Rochdale. In my dream, you were a fitness guru. Well, that just shows you how wrong your dream was, doesn't it? Lo says, good morning, everybody. Joe says, morning, all. Making soup for work. Snow on the ground in Kings Winford. Liz says, morning. Oh, Liz, morning. Major draft excluder. It's very chilly. Well, in that big warehouse, I'm not surprised. Anyway, there'll be a little point in a minute where I stop reading all your messages, because before Christmas, do you remember I showed you this book here? It's called The Pink Coffee Shop by Ellie Barker, right? And she used to work in TV. She was, what would I say? She used to work in TV. And now I'm going to ignore your messages for a minute, just because I'm trying to talk about this. But morning, Nancy. So she wrote this. She used to work in TV. And I'll just tell you what it says on the back, right? It says, Rosie Nash's job as a runner keeps her busy. Every second counts in the land of live television, and that's just looking after her colleagues and their endless demands. Rosie doesn't mind. She loves life on the go, and being away from the spotlight suits her fine. Besides, can you imagine if anyone discovered who she really was? Well, that's exactly, neither can she. It's all okay because she has her very own haven, the Pink Coffee Shop, which she visits after every show. It's run by her lifelong friends, Wanda and Millie, and it gives her just the sanctuary she needs. Plus, she has a list which she carries with her everywhere she goes because, well, that's for Rosie to know. But life begins to unravel when Rosie loses her list and she finds herself forced into the limelight. Then, when she finds a strange man sitting in her seat at the Pink Coffee Shop, her well-ordered life is never the same again. The Pink Coffee Shop is about love, friendship, and finding a way to move on when you just want to stay in the past. It's for anyone who has ever watched a loved one suffer and know deep down there's nothing you can do about it. So what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to read some of this. I'm going to read the first, I said I'd read the first chapter, but the first chapter is only a page long, so I'll read a little bit more than that in a minute. I know loads of you have got it already, but hang on. So I'll just go back. Nancy says, morning. Shmoy Mary's in. Hello, gorgeous from Market Bosworth. Karen's got her copy. It's on next on my reading list. Sounds like a great read. Sitting on the sofa with a large coffee and four of the cats, Pearl and Dean, Buster and Bianca. That's Derek, up in the Highlands. No, the Borders. What's the difference? Anyway, if you want to buy this... Oh, no, it says I've got a low battery. No. No, where's the charger? Wait there. I'll be back in a minute. That's because I had it on air with me at Sewing Quarter yesterday. Sewing Street yesterday. Are we all right? We got battery back now. Switched on. Yeah, there we go. We're all right. Ooh, that was a bit close, wasn't it? Hang on a sec. Let me just look at this now. Wendy, wake yourself, Wendy. Morning, happy new year to all. She's shielding again. Looking forward to seeing you reading to us. I haven't practiced though, that's the problem. I'm reading it at the moment, says Susan. I wonder where Ellie is actually. I thought Ellie was going to come in today. Jeanette's reading it, morning. Oh, Gail's watching from bed, not Ben. Claire says, lovely shirt, thank you. It's on my reading list next, sat here on the coffee table, begging to be started. Cheryl's read it and enjoyed the book. You should start a book club, John. Any ideas for next book? Well, what I was going to say to you was, Jean, morning. I've spent all morning making these very, very expensive graphics for you, so you can have a look. You see, now if you go here, right, www.elliebarkerwrites.com, right? If you join her newsletter, she sends you not only a couple of chapters of this for you to get a taste of, but she's got 2 other books as well that she's working on at the moment, and she gives you little snippets of those books as well. Morning, John, from a wet and cold Yorkshire, says Jill. So what I'm going to do is in a minute, when I've had a water and we finish saying our hellos. Oh, there you go. I started reading a couple of days ago, says Judith. Oh, excuse me. I was really thirsty then. I'm hoping my battery's not going to go. So anyway, this is the book. It's called The Pink Shop Coffee Shop. Oh no, Jackie, well you could just listen to me reading it then. What's CFS? I wonder if she's got a... I wonder if she'll have to do an audio book, won't she? I'll have to ask her later if she's got an audio book. Maggie says, buenos dias todos. You are so funny. Where's the best place to buy it? Right, if you go here, elliebarkerwrites.com, there's a link to go and buy it. Now, the link is to Amazon, and I know some of you are like, oh, we should be using local shops, but as a new writer, that's the only way she can get her book sold at the moment. But if you go there, there's a link. Lots of you. Thank you, Gail. It took me a long time, those graphics. I don't even know how much it is. Oh, it hasn't got a price on it. Hang on, I'll have to look. Oh, I'll look it up for you in a second. Chronic fatigue syndrome. Oh, no, Jackie. Right, hang on. Let me just go back. I've missed so many messages. So that's the best place to buy it, Claire. Morning, John, from Cold Aberdeen. No snow. Morning, John, says Judy. Right. Okay, so I thought, I hope this isn't too boring for you, but I thought I'd just read. Now, I haven't practiced. I haven't even opened it. It was going to be my Christmas. Oh, Terry says it's available for the Kindle as well, so you don't need to buy the actual book. You can get it for the Kindle. Oh, there you go. Margaret's just bought it off Amazon. Karen said, I've just finished it. Snowflakes on... Oh, hang on. I've just finished Snowflakes on Silver Cove by Holly Martin. It was hilarious in parts, tears rolling down my face, but also a bit racy in parts. Oh, Karen. What was that called then? Snowflakes on Silver Cove. Jan says, downloaded to my Kindle yesterday. I'm going to read it next. Sandra says, morning from a cold and icy Aberdeen. Derek, oh, there you go. Derek says, $8.99 on Amazon, $1.99 on Kindle, also from Amazon. That's good. Look at the thing. It's a good book for $8.99, that. I like a real book as well, Claire. I can't deal with Kindles and things like that. But my brother, in the days when we could go on holidays, he'd have loads of books downloaded to his Kindle. Morning, John. Oh, look, Diane's in Wigan as well. Karen from Wigan's in Wigan. Diane, how are you? So shall we start? Now, obviously, I'm not going to see any of your messages while I'm reading out because I have to concentrate on reading. And I should have practiced this as to where to have my book so I don't cover up the camera and things like that. But anyway, so this is what I'm reading from. The Pink Coffee Shop by Ellie Barker, right? And you can buy it from elliebarkerwrites.com. Morning, John. In bed, waiting for your reading. Oh, I'll start now. Also, can I also tell you? Oh, Jackie Lewis just bought it. Can I just tell you as well? There's other books. Join her newsletter. I think if you join her newsletter, she's very good at sending out info. And no, you don't get any spam from it. You don't get any spam at all. But she sends you like 3 pages of other books and 3 pages of this book and things like that. Not the actual pages, obviously. Right, loads of people from We've got the Wigan Massive in today, obviously. Morning, Diane, also in sunny Wigan, says Karen. Good morning, Wendy, Lillian. Morning from another Wiganer, that's Jan. Yes, please, I'm going to read now. Okay, it's getting darker and darker. In Aberdeen, that is. I like a real book too, but most are too difficult in my hands to hold open these days. Oh, Jan. Oh, Annie O says, great read, I couldn't put it down. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's lovely. I'm still suffering from brain fog from my COVID, says Ali, and I can't get into a book at the moment. Oh, no. Morning. Diane says, morning, Karen from Wigan. Right, okay, so shall we start? Right. So this is it. Now, I have to say, I've not practiced. I've not even opened it. But mine is signed, just so you know, mine is signed. You'll have to record it as an audiobook so we can all take you to bed. Well, I'll have to ask Ellie if that's allowed, because if I do it as an audiobook, you'll have to pay her for it. You can't all have it for free, do you know what I mean? Morning, Dorothy. I'm just going to start. Oh, hang on, she's Crazy Lorraine's sister in Durham. Roz says, I like audiobooks so I can still sew. Just open the after 8. Oh, I suppose it's 11:17. That's all right, Sally. That's all right. Sit down, listen to me reading and eat your after 8s. The only thing I find about your after 8s, if you have them with a hot drink, they clag here, don't they? Pauline says, morning, John. Great to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Right, okay then. Shall we do this then? So I said I was going to read the first chapter, but the first chapter is like a page long, I think. Yeah, a couple of pages long. So I'll start. When you're bored, just let me know and I'll stop. Right, do I have to read anything beforehand, or can I just start straight off? Right, for my dad, Roger Barker, who lived by the greatest rules of all, the colour pink represents friendship, affection, harmony, and approachability. It's the colour of universal love of oneself and one other. Everyone needs a little pink in their life with a decent cup of coffee on the side, and that's from Wanda Simpkins, the co-owner of the Pink Coffee Shop. Right, okay, let's start. Now, oh, hang on, there's Lily's list of rules. Right, we'll just start. All right, all right then, all right. Diane, a tea's getting cold. Monday, the 7th of May, 4:30 a.m. Open eyes, check. Take deep breath, check. Reach for my list, check. Sit up and prepare for 27 glorious seconds of reading list. Yes, please, check. There was, frankly, no better way to start the day. So what if she knew the rules off by heart? Nothing could ever beat that first morning look. The squiggly handwriting, the musty smell, the tatty side showing how useful it had been. It really did make the next step of putting her feet up on the floor all that much easier. Cold shower, check. Pull on the black shorts, t-shirt and trainers, check. Tie hair in ponytail and leave the house at 4:46 and 26 seconds, check. Excellent work, Rosie Nash, she told herself. She turned a whole 34 seconds for a bonus read. But just as she took the list out of her pocket, a gust of wind snatched it away. She counted 3 seconds as she watched it, and she felt her breath stop too. There it went, dancing around like a leaf caught in the wind. But it was a leaf. It wasn't a leaf, was it? It was her life. What was she doing? She grabbed it, she put it back in her pocket, her hands shaking as she pulled up the zip. She really must stop this bonus read outside like this. She should know better by now. She looked at her watch and started to jog. 13 minutes and 52 seconds left to get to work. She was cutting it fine now, thanks to the seconds lost on the list dance. Rosie was quite aware as she ran along the path. If a normal person could somehow hear her second counting in her head, he or she would suspect that she was being ridiculous. But with all due respect to this normal person, they no doubt have a normal job. Maybe even one of those offices where you have to take a whole hour off for lunch and you finish at 5. But it wasn't like that in the land of television, was it? Oh no. Every single second counts. When their daily television show went on air in 8 hours and 58 minutes and 37 seconds time, Max Marlowe, the presenter, could hardly say to the very nice and loyal viewers, "Can you just hold on for 44 seconds while we finish off what we're doing?" Well, of course not. Besides, Colin would be waiting for her, and Colin's eyes were like those of a hawk. One hint of a fluster, a second too early, or a second too late, and it was bound to trigger him off. Colin was a question asker, and while she hated questions about herself just about more than anything else in life, she could just about forgive Colin. The security guard / odd job man / receptionist had a top place in her good person box. And besides, it wasn't his fault he was a question asker. It was the way he was designed. Maybe it was in his genes. But still, whatever the reason, it was best all round not to set him off. She looked down at her hands, which were clammy and clenched. She flapped them around in the air, waving heartily at him, hoping the breeze would cool them down. There he was, beaming back as he waved back through the glass. It's up to you, and only you, to find the joy in your life. Well, coming to work here and seeing Colin 6 days a week really was a joy, she thought as she walked through the door. "Rosie, love, everything okay?" His eyes were straight on her hands. She attempted to lounge in a leisurely way next to a pile of newspapers sat on the counter between her and Colin, but his eyes were narrowing. "Yes, all good. More importantly, how did it go?" she asked, wishing her red cheeks would stop burning. This weekend had been Colin's wife's 60th birthday. She hadn't wanted anything fancy, just fish and chips down on the coast in Cornwall. When Colin had announced this in front of their colleagues at their end-of-week meeting on Friday, he had been met by a rare silence. It was bliss, Rosie, love, and the sun shone down on us in Padstow. What lovely weather we're having. It's a bit warm out there this morning. You're a little flushed, extra strong as you like it. He put a mug down in front of her and then frowned. Would you rather have cold water? Are you sure you're okay? There it was. Colin wasn't just a question asker. He was a multiple question asker, the very worst kind. He was the only one of her colleagues who was, which, although unexpected, given the number of journalists she worked with, suited her perfectly. She watched his brow furrow further as she told herself to stop shuffling. "Of course I am, Colin, never better." He nodded, but looked unconvinced. "Think positively and the magic will come." "I am so pleased you had a lovely time. Right, must crack on, thank you." She picked up the pile of newspapers and her cup. Colin was the only colleague who made her coffee, and he had done so every morning since her first day here 3 years, 3 weeks, 2 minutes and 10 seconds ago. "You'll need it with that lot," he said, as he did every single day. Colin was a stickler for routine. "Now, don't let them boss you around," he said. "I never do," she called over her shoulder in a rather unusual high pitch, which she hoped Colin wouldn't notice. She balanced the papers and coffee to press number 4 on the lift. She felt slightly encouraged when she turned around to see Colin had moved on from question asking to his usual morning stretches. Rosie sat down at her desk and allowed herself 3 seconds to rest her head in her hands. Really, what had become of her? Nearly losing her list and not telling the truth to Colin. This behaviour had to stop instantly, or else she was at risk of ruining everything. She decided to send a text instead, in an attempt to change the track of the day. "Hope you're feeling better today. Kiss." She then remembered this time. "Hope this does not wake you." She then remembered the time. "Hope this doesn't wake you." Both texts were as ridiculous as the other, and she was never going to answer them anyway. It's up to you, and only you, to discover the joy in your life. Focus, she told herself, but her mind felt as if it had been filled with heavy fog. She took a gulp of Colin's coffee. The warm liquid ran down her throat. She looked around the office, even though she knew she was all alone, before pulling... She looked around the office, even though she knew she was all alone, before pulling the list out of her pocket. It was still there. She told herself and breathed out. She began to place the different newspapers accordingly on her colleagues' desks. The front page of one of the tabloids caught her eyes as she lay it down. A beautiful woman Rosie recognised as a model, her hands in her hair, her face crumpled with pain. The headline read, "Because she's not worth it." Rosie didn't bother carrying on reading the rest. One person's unfortunate moment, but still delicious fodder for the miserable eye. "Stop it, Rosie. Not now." She pushed the thought away along with the newspaper and the nausea which came with it. She unzipped her pocket and felt a list in her hand. Just touching it helped calm her breathing for now, but it didn't take away the thought. What would the headline be on the front of that paper if her own secret ever came out? There. That was chapter 1. That was chapter 1. Did I go too fast? Let me look at the messages. Okay, so hang on. Let's have a look now. Oh, lots of people coming in, right? Oh, there's so many messages. Right, so... John should do Audible books, not by that reading, I shouldn't. Anyway, morning, John. Happy, health, safe. Thank you, Anne. It's a great book. I'm enjoying listening, says Christine. Elizabeth says, what book are you reading? I'll show you. It's this one. The Pink Coffee Shop by Ellie Barker. And you can get it at www.elliebargerwrites.com. Okay, Pink Coffee Shop, yeah, thank you for answering. John, you should read for Audible, you sound great. Oh, thank you, Joan. I thought it was a bit wobbly. Thank you, Sandra. Just joined, what's the book, says Julie. Ooh, there it is. Need to get this book. You can get it from, you can get it go directly to Amazon. If you go to elliebarkerwrites.com, there's a link for you to go and buy it. And also if you join a newsletter, she sends you the first 3 chapters anyway. Sorry I'm late, says Valerie Jardin, don't worry. Jacqueline, morning, John, just got in from the run for Maggie's Merseyside. We'll catch up later. Oh, yeah, she's doing 50 miles or something, isn't she? Julie Scott, morning. Sorry I'm late, I'll watch from the beginning. Brill, says Sandra. Wendy, that sounds like a great read. Joined halfway through, but it sounds like a good book, says Lavinia. Love your reading, says Paula. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're a natural reader, says Suzanne. Oh, you are kind. You're very kind. I thought I was wobbling on the place. Thank you, John. Never believe it. Mine was just delivered. There you go, Marie. Fantastic, John, says Shirley. Claire sending love. Oh, John, that was brilliant. So enjoyable. That was lovely to be read to on a Sunday morning. Could you do a book at bedtime too? Well, maybe we will, Carol. Maybe we will. Really enjoying this while knitting. Premature Baby Hat's a pink one, of course. Very relaxing. Amazing reading voice. So relaxing. So thank you, Lane. Are you going to set up a monthly book club? Maybe, Tony. Alison says that was lovely. Janet says sounds great. Sarah says great read. Looking forward to the next chapter. I was going to start a book this weekend, so glad I waited for today as it sounds good. It is, Anne. It's very good. Morning, John. Sorry I'm late. Just missed your reading. You can catch up later. Catch up later. Love listening to that, says Princess. Thank you very much. I need to get it and read some more. Lovely to be read too, says Lintuit. Judith, well done, John. It's not easy reading out loud to people, especially when you've not read it. No, exactly. Good morning from Spain, says Deborah. Just downloaded it to Kindle. Can't wait for my bedtime reading. Hang on, catch up. Loved your reading to us, says Carol. Marie, sorry, John, I got to go. Enjoyed the reading, though. Don't worry, Marie, you go. Just downloaded it to my Kindle, says Attractor. Get your book... I'll read that again. Get your book published and you can read as yours. Yes, but mine, well, no, it's a bit difficult because there's a bit of an... I want to do a different book to what the publishers want to do, so we need to sort it out. We need to sort that out. Sounds like a good page turner. Must get on. Well, it is. It's all about backstage at the television studio. And do you know what? While I was reading that first bit, it was just like when we used to go into ITV, when This Morning was on the South Bank. You used to get dropped off outside, then you had to walk through a little tunnel, then there was a security guard in the desk at the bottom who'd let you go in, and then you get up and go up in the lift to the studio and everything. And I was just visualising that. Nice to be read too, relaxing, thank you, says Diane. Belinda, being read to while it's snowing, thanks. Oh, Belinda, that's very sweet. Sue says, did someone mention a book? I'll do your launch. Oh, yes, that's Sue Porter, who's got a shop in Heswell. You must go and see a book in Heswell. A bookshop in Heswell. It's lovely. Mark says, love the reading. Ian says, I wish live reading could be on mainstream TV like BBC. Human connection is just the tonic during lockdown. Maybe it is. Oh, it should be knighted. Thank you, Ian. Kim, change your publisher, write what you want. Oh, Kim, it's more difficult than that. It's just a bit more difficult than that. But anyway, the publishers have to know that they're going to make money out of it. That's the problem, isn't it? I had years of practice doing story times in the library, says Judith, but I was always nervous. Don't be nervous. Kids are like the hardest audience. Yeah, they are. A lot of people self-publish now. No, I know Attractor, but the cost... Well, this is self-published. This one's self-published, but the cost is quite high. But we're looking into all different things. Enjoyed listening. Just download it to my Kindle. Thank you. And enjoy it. You'll love it, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll love it. Right. What else do we need to talk about today? Jackie and Ori for grown-ups. That's a good idea. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's not. It's called Lingham's, isn't it, Jackie? Jackie says, I love Lingham's in Heswell. Lovely cafe too. Yeah, be shut. Now, bookshop's shut at the moment. I bet they are, aren't they? I bet they are. So I know we should all support our local bookshops. Actually, Lingham's, Sue, do you do a... In fact, let me look it up. Let me look it up because she might do mail order, mightn't she? Let me have a look. Lingham's Bookshop. Now, oh yes, shop. Yeah. Look, you can buy from Lingham's. You can buy from Lingham's on the. So you don't have to live in Heswell. You can buy on the website. Right, hang on, let me catch up. Lingham's in there. There you go. Jacqueline saying Lingham's is lovely. Right, Linda says loved your blank. Hi, gorgeous. Reading. Thank you, Linda. Do your first chapter and we'll get it out there to everyone to prove the publishers they'll buy it. Yep. Shouldn't you be writing your page in Simply Sewing? Yes, I should. And the topic today is cushions. Cushions is the topic today, Claire. So yeah, I've got to do that later. But I've also got the... Now it's getting brighter now. So oh, is that raining? Looks like it might be raining. I've got the roofer coming at 2 o'clock to give me a price. He's not coming in the house. He can do it from outside to give me a quote on to fix my roof. Remember I said my LED flashing was going a bit weird recently. He's coming around at 2 to give me a price. He's doing 3 houses, actually mine, one in my village and one in the next village. So that's nice. Nice that he's busy, isn't it? Lots of people taking their dogs for a walk this morning as well. People I don't recognise. Susan, one more scene to do on Block of the Month quilt. Quilting as you go. It's the last one that Sewing Quarter started. Lane says our libraries are still open as a pick and collect service. We also do ebooks in County Durham. Oh, that's nice to know. But you see, the thing is, it's nice to keep like Lingham's. Like Lingham's is an independent shop, isn't it? So it's nice to keep people like that going, isn't it? In fact, there's a thing, I must do it. Just before Christmas, I got this thing, and it's like it's almost like a chain letter, and I don't do chain letters, where you send people names, you send them, I get a name, and I send them a book, and then I send someone else a name, and they get a book. Oh, Princess, you did. Right, I said it on air. No, Princess, they don't. They do random ones, but they don't, as a whole, do them. They don't, as a whole, do checks. So I thought I was supposed to come back to you privately to do that. Sorry. No, she's talking about the split pay on Sewing Street. If they do credit checks, they do the occasional random credit check, apparently, when I asked. Right, okay, so what is there anything else anybody wants to ask? Is there anything else we could talk about? Julie found out who her necklace was from. No, don't worry, Princess. You can't watch all the time. But that was the answer. So Julie found out, because Julie through the post, her friend Jane passed away just before Christmas, and she got this lovely silver necklace with a dragonfly on it and a little heart with Jane's name on it. Oh, Susan, hubby says morning, John. All right, Susan's hubby. Carol says Happy New Year 2021. Anyway, she found out who's from. I read a series of 4 books for my granddaughter for Christmas and recorded them to disc. I bet that's lovely attraction. She got such a beautiful voice. I really enjoyed reading out loud. Sue says, I really miss my visits to Hay on Wye to buy books. Sue, I don't know yet. It's all gone horribly wrong, so I'll let you know when I know. I don't know. I'm at Sewing Street on Tuesday and Wednesday. Not sure what's going to happen on Thursday at the moment, because I'll tell you later. But no, there's nothing drastic. It's nothing upsetting. It's just with everything that's going on at the moment, guests are having trouble getting in. The rest of the month is absolutely chocker. But tomorrow, and people saying they want to come in, but this Thursday is a bit... well, I'll let you know later what the decision is as to what's happened. It may be that we have to not do this Thursday and add another one onto the end so that you still get your 26 shows. So that we'll still do 26 shows, but there might be a gap this week. Which I'd rather, this is me personally saying this, I would rather have a gap than do a not very good show. Do you know what I mean? So if it wouldn't be a good show, then I'd rather not do one and make sure that all 26 are top quality. Jenny's looking forward to reading it. I'll just show it to you again. The Pink Coffee Shop by Ellie Barker. And this is where you can go. Now, if you join her newsletter, she sends you the first, I think it's like the first 3 chapters you get for free if you join the newsletter. But then she also sends you snippets of books that are coming in the future. I know. Well, that's fantastic. So what else have I got to tell you? When did you say you were doing the cushion? No. That's the Simply Sewing page for, I don't know if I'm doing March or April now. Where are we now? So January's will be out this week. I think it's March or April. Yes, we could have a chat instead on Thursday. Yeah, maybe. Oh, yes, actually, maybe. But I'd rather not do a substandard show, Jean. I'd rather do no show than a substandard show. That's what I'm saying. Right, hang on. Happy New Year from Linda Goodhue and Tommy. I still need to catch up on the Christmas Eve show. There's Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, Claire. And that sounds a good plan, John. Thought your last one was very good. I always have problems with adding onto my order at Sewing Street after I've checked out. You should be able to just keep checking out. There shouldn't be any issues there, do you know? Who said the necklace got sidetracked? Okay, so it was Julie obviously had breast cancer with Jane years ago. They went through therapy together. Sadly, Jane's came back not as breast cancer, but, you know, as another cancer. And she passed just before Christmas. And Julie's ex-sister-in-law also went through the same thing. I'm not sure if she went through it before or after Julie, but she sent it because the dragonfly is a survivor, symbol of breast cancer survivors. And then obviously the little heart was for Jane, which was lovely. But weird that there was no card in it or anything like that. Right, hang on, where are we up to? You could do a dressmaking demo on Thursday. Where though, Alison? At the studios. The thing is, Alison, I haven't got enough time to prep for it. That's the issue. Because I'm doing my Simply Sewing today, working at Sewing Street Tuesday and Wednesday, and then going, so I wouldn't have time to prep it. That's the problem. And also, I don't know how I'd do a live chat from the studio, because I can't keep up with the chat room, that's all. Elaine says, morning, Happy New Year. Thank you, Elaine. Debbie says, she still needs to catch up. Do you click combined order, says Jackie to Jeanette. I'm sure we're getting good value for money on your shows, though, no matter what you decide about this Thursday. Thank you, Marie. Well, it's a long way to go as well, isn't it? Morning, John from Scarborough, says Janet. Brad, Happy New Year. Love, Brad and Sue. Right, Brad and Sue, right, live next door but one that way, right? On New Year's Eve, we always have fireworks on Little Green outside. I didn't think it would happen this year. But Brad, we didn't all go out. I stayed in my bedroom looking out from the window and everything like that. And each family that was out stayed on their drives and everything. I think we need to have a whip round, really, because that must have cost Brad a fortune. So thank you for those, Brad. That was really, really kind of you. And if I don't owe you any money, just let me know. Jean's got last week's show to catch up on yet. Well, there you go. You see, the New Year's Eve one, it was Ellen Saunders. We were doing a plique with that. Gerardine says, hi, John. It was me. Oh, it was you, Gerardine. Right, we haven't got one yet, but I'm going to ask for you. There's been nobody in, has there? Because it's been the Christmas. All the office staff have been at home. So Gerardine. How could I forget it was you? Gerardine embroidery machine. Well, actually, we could do it here. I think we've done it before. I think the brother came. We don't sell the brother at Sewing Quarter. But who can recommend for Gerardine a pure embroidery machine? Not sewing machine, just embroidery. Because we only do at the moment the Atelier 9, which is a sewing machine and an embroidery machine. Oh, there you go. Lo says, get a brother. They're fabulous. Oh, yeah, and if I can't do my show at the studio, I'll do a chat from here. Don't worry. I'll do a chat from here. Elner Embroidery. Derek's got an Elner embroidery machine. You missed a good show with Mark on Sewing Street. He was making a man's shirt. No, I saw it. I did see it, Anne. How did I see it? The only thing I couldn't bear is they'd given him some spotty fabric and it was all going like that on the screen, wasn't it? Right, Pauline says, feeling a bit sad today. My little dog Daisy passed away at Christmas very suddenly. Oh, Pauline. I know what it's like. It's not a year since Norman and Nellie. A year since they passed, and I still think I can see them in the kitchen when I come in. Or where they used to sit on their heated beds in the dining room. When I come in through the back door, look through the kitchen, they'd be there in front of the things. Oh, look, Brad, that's really sweet. Thank you. The fireworks are our gift to you all. Thank you. I would like to explain about all different types of fabric with lots of wafting. And yeah, the trouble is, Gail, I have to get a supplier to supply the fabric for me to waft. That's the problem. Ellie Barker writes, oh, it's a page on Facebook as well. There you go. Ellie Barker writes is also a page on Facebook, so you can have a look there. If you have to miss a live show on Thursday, I'll catch up with the last one then. Carol says the Brother V3 is a really good embroidery machine. Derek says, I agree. I have several Brother embroidery machines, including the Snoopy one. Brother do one as well. Robert says, hi, John. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Hello, John. This is Ellie Barker's husband, Rob. She was hoping to be with you, but he's out reporting day. I'll tell you in a minute what she does for a living. She thanks you so much for the reading, which I was watching. It was brilliant. Thank you so much for your support, John. Oh, isn't this sweet? That's lovely. And for all of you who have bought the book, and I love your graphics. Cost me a fortune. Took me ages, they did. Not even straight, are they? There you go. So that's Ellie's husband. So you can go to elliebarkerwrites.com for a website, or Ellie Barker Writes on Facebook. So let me tell you who Ellie is now, right? So Ellie used to be a runner. So when I worked at This Morning, she was at Lorraine Kelly, and she was in charge, like the character in this book, she was in charge of looking after all the guests and getting the timings right and make sure they've got what they want, everything like that. And I met her the first time I met her was on the South Bank. And I tell you who was the guest that day. You know, Connie, who won the All About Maria show. You know, they auditioned. And it was that was the first time I met Ellie. Anyway, cut a long story short, 20 years goes past. And last summer, I nominated Dulcie for a Pride of Britain award, which goes to ITV. Now, because even though Dulcie only lives down the road, she's in Gloucestershire and I'm in Warwickshire, you see. So she has to be on, I don't know which channel it is that Ellie works for. But anyway, Ellie emailed me saying, for not knowing it was me, because obviously John Scott's quite a common name. She emailed me saying, oh, your friend Dulcie has made it to the shortlist. We'd like to come and film. So I said, that's absolutely fine. So we arranged to film in Dulcie's garden. You might have seen it. I shared it on Facebook and it went out on ITV. We filmed it on a beautiful sunny day. In lockdown 1. Anyway, Ellie turned up and I kept looking, thinking, I know you. Then she brought this very, very handsome cameraman with them. So I ignored Ellie for a little while, chatted to the lovely cameraman John for a while. Then, and then we started talking. Then Ellie went, oh, I know where. She said, I know you from when you were on This Morning. So that's how the friendship started again. And then she told me about the book. Oh, actually, I need to tell you something, because she's on the John Scott show. She's on the John Scott show on the 21st of January. She'll be in the studio in Weston-super-Mare on the 21st of January talking about her book and all her other books in her life. So I won't tell you too much because otherwise she'll know she'll have nothing to talk about. Jackie, I have a brother, but it's only got a small hoop. That sounds a bit rude. Michelle, lovely Michelle, how are you? I haven't heard from you a while. Brother V3, she says, I love mine. Just be careful. Get one that has more than one hoop size. There you go, says Wendy. That's a good bit of advice. Brother EX1 has a huge, big hoop. Becky Alexander Frost has just bought one. It's amazing. What did she buy? Which one did she buy, though, Lynn? Lynn Chewit? Which one did she buy? Sue's got the Brother Innovis. Anne says, I've got the Benina B700, and it's fabulous. Becky Alexander Frost using... Yeah, which one, Anya? Your pets are always with you, John. I've lost so many over the years, but they're still with me, but I can't stroke them, can I, and talk to them. It's so sad. We lost one of our dogs in November, still tearful. Oh, I know. I still get tearful, Sue, about it. Thanks, everyone. But what are the model names, please? I want various size hoops, not just the 4x4 hoop. I want to check them all out. But you're all fabulous for responding. That's Gerardine. Pauline says, thank you for your kindness, everyone. Jean says, Michelle, we use the Brother V8 in our sewing shop for demonstrating. It's really easy to use. Oh, Jeanette says, add it. Ring the call centre, Jeanette. They'll sort it out for you. It's free as well. It's in Redditch. Brother V3. Brother V3 seems to be coming up an awful lot, Gerardine. Brother V3 is a very good machine with a good selection of hoop sizes. Our machine shop recommends Janome Elner for sewing, but definitely Brother for machine embroidery. That's Lynn Watkins. Princess says V5 is Becky. Oh, there you go. Becky Alexander Frost. Taylor. Oh, Jennifer Taylor. How are you? Happy New Year, John Neville. That's Jennifer Taylor, you know. Owen P. Silver. Becky has the V5. Anne has the Husqvarna Diamond. Lo has the V7 and lots of different hoops. Sandra Sakala says her granddaughter's birthday, so doing a present dropping off, socially distancing, of course. Princess, how is Loki doing? Princess What's It bought this Norwegian forest cat, right? And it's about this big already, and it's only a kitten. It's going to grow to the size of a horse. Right, Lane says, I have two Brother Innovis embroidery machines, V5, and V5 is a V3, but with sewing. So the V3 would be the one you want to get if you just want embroidery with different hoops. Sue says, I've got two Singer Futuras, but they keep damaging the box. Oh, don't get that then. Don't get that. Mark Pickles in Bath is very helpful. Is he open though? And that's the problem. Brother EX1 is fairly new hoop from it's fairly new. Every hoop from a 4-inch to a 9.5 by 14 and everything in between. Well, that's good. Princess says he's doing really well. Thank you. He's very playful this morning. Yeah, you're not getting much sleep though, are you, Princess? What's it with him? So thank you for that for Gerardine. Oh, there you go. Yes, V3 is embroidery only. That's the one you want to get. So have a look at that one, Gerardine. I will ask Jane from Elna when I next see her. I don't think I've got... Oh, no, I've got her in on Saturday. She's in on the 9th. She's in on the 9th. Oh, look, Derek says his singer went on fire. Not his singer, like singing. His singing. Yeah, so Jane from... I love the fact it has different size hoops and it sews beautifully, says Michelle. Princess says, no, I'm not getting a lot of the sleep. He's a little devil at night time. When Norman and Nellie were little, they were bad at night time. They take that time as they're running around playtime and everything. So yeah, this week I've got, I can't remember who my guests are. Oh, here you go. J&B in Newport and Cardiff are open for deliveries. They can demonstrate via Facebook for you. Check it out on Facebook, says Sally. Oh, there you go. Not quite the same as having to go yourself, though, is it, Sally? But I suppose we have to change. It's new normal, isn't it? Which I hate that saying. Gerardine says, I look at all the suggestions. Big hug and love to you all. Don't wait yet, Gerardine, because on next Saturday, the 9th, Jane from Elna's in with me. We might not be doing an embroidery machine, but I can ask her. My mum has a Singer Futura. She finds it difficult to use. Oh, there you go. Singer's not getting a very good... what's the word I'm looking for? Thingy. Anyway. Recommendation, that's what I was trying to say. So, I don't know who my guests are on Tuesday and Wednesday. I can't remember. They have told me, but I do remember. Oh, I know, on Saturday, it's Jane from Elna and it's Clive on Saturday. Franklin's in Salisbury is open. Neil's very helpful. Oh, I can't. Neil, is it open? Kim, is it actually physically open? Neil won't be there. No, Neil won't be there because Neil's shielding. Neil's been shielding, so Neil won't actually be in at the moment, Kim. I'm surprised it's open though. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick. There it is. Franklin Salisbury. Let's have a quick look. You know, because I know the Franklin's boys from when they were little children like this. Oh, it is. Franklin Salisbury is open for in-store shopping. Due to the recent restrictions, our other stores are closed. Colchester will reopen in January. Online orders, callback requests and click and collect. That's Colchester, but Salisbury is open. I'm not in a hurry so I can research and wait. Yes, exactly. Wait till I've spoken to Jane and wait till I've spoken to Gary from Dukey and then we can find out. A tractor. I have to stand up for Singer. I've got an XL 580 sewing embroidery machine and it's great. There we go. You see, can't say anything, but we're nothing but fair here, are we? Nothing but fair. Right. I think I should go. Oh, and yeah, Kim says she's in tier 3, so it's open. Oh, you saw Neil on Monday? Oh, we must be back then. Because when I saw Gary, before all this happened, Gary from Dukey, he said that Neil was shielding. Thank you for putting a smile back on our face. Oh, thank you, Catherine. My feline companion just torn a huge hole in my neck curtains. Oh, no. So he could find himself on the transfer list. Oops. Their travel restriction out of time. Yes, exactly. So don't go unless you have to. Because I don't go into... Oh, no, I don't. I say the same to you. Oh, and Anne says that's what I feel about my Husqvarna. One of the sewing shops in Wigan to support sewing machines for school, but need to check their current tier. One of our sewing shops in Wigan is open to support sewing machine for schools. But are they allowed to do sewing in school at the moment? Who was I talking to the other day and they said they're not allowed to do any of that? I learned to sew on a Singer treadle machine, so I've got nostalgia. Blimey, Sue. That is nostalgia, isn't it? Anyway, listen, I should go, because I've got to get ready for the roofer. I've got other things. I've got to write my Simply Sewing page as well about cushions. So listen, I'll see you on Sewing Street on Tuesday and Wednesday. Hopefully I'll see you on John Scott Show on Thursday, but if not, we'll definitely do a chat. Oh, Sally's got a 420. I love the fact they use the laptop screen, not a screen on the machine, and they use all formats for embroidery. John, you're so entertaining. Give us all a lot of info, says Shirley. Off now, take care. Yeah, I've got to go now as well, Shirley. Me too. My ginger cat lived to be 23 and he was always causing bother. This is Margaret. He once tried to pull up the Christmas turkey off. Oh no! Pull off the Christmas turkey off the worktop. Is there any saying we can do for charity? Now, well, Francesca still needs, in fact, I've got a lot of deliveries that arrived yesterday. Francesca still needs therapy dolls. Dulcie's back at work now. Dulcie's at Shepperton Studios doing the new Matilda film. So she's not doing any of the charity things at the moment. But Francesca, I spoke to Francesca today. She's more busy. Is that more busy? Busier than absolutely ever. So if you are making therapy dolls, she'd be very grateful. And I am looking into the next charity we should all support. Anyway, Carol says bye. You were talking to Adele about sewing in schools. That's right, Jackie. And she said there's no sewing in schools at the moment, didn't she? Thanks for your help, says Gerardine. Mark says, good morning. Morning, Mark. We're just about to go. It's afternoon now. Thanks for this morning, says Claire. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye, says Pauline. Bye, says Marie. Have a great week, says Kathy. See you on Tuesday. Have a great day, John. Enjoy your day. Take care. Stay safe, everyone. Much love from Linda. Mark says bye. Have a great day. Don't work too hard. I'm only writing. I'll change my shirt and I'll start writing. Thank you, John. Happy New Year, says Leslie. Bye, says Andrea. June says, my muffin. June. My muffin is always naughty at night. But aren't cats nocturnal? Yes, exactly. I'm surprised at how they see their way around the house. Even when Harvey came to stay, the first couple of nights I left a light on for him. Then after that, I didn't need to, did I? Suzanne says bye. Mark Pickles delivers machines himself and is there to help based in Bath. Bye, says Claire. Judith says have a good week. Jeanette says my cat used to strip the toys from the Christmas tree. Exactly. And climb the velvet curtains, yeah. That's why I have blinds. Anne says thank you. Sandra says good crack today. Sue Lake says thank you for your chat, Don. Lovely to see you. Thank you. Jackie says bye. Jeanette says stay safe. Joan says bye. Pam says thank you. Bye bye. Michelle says take care. Michelle, you take care. Send me a message. Make sure you're all right. Susan says bye. How's Butch? Bye bye. Apparently Butch won't go in the hot tub with her. Susie, bye. Lane says bye, stay safe. OMP says keep safe, everyone. Janet says bye. Ema says bye. Thank you for my fix, says Ali. Love your trillions. Thanks, John. Oh, are you speaking to the husband yet, Ali? Because he bought her a Hoover for Christmas and they weren't speaking. Heather said, thanks, John. Everyone have a good week. Hello, Lo, says Anne. Anne's just bought some of Lo's jewellery. Bye, Laurie. Love listening to you. Thank you. Terry, bye, everyone. Stay safe. Pat says bye. Have you got a special writing shirt? No. I just like to be in my T-shirt when I'm writing. So I won't come on here in a T-shirt, you know what I mean? Steffi says bye. Jan says bye. Marie says bye. Princess says bye. Keep safe, says Margaret. Lynette says bye. Judy says bye. Oh, I'm out of breath. I need a coffee and a cake. Have I got any cake in? Not sure if I have, actually. I'm not going out today. Not going out, leaving the house today in the car. Bye, John. Lovely to listen to you for the kitchen, preparing lunch. Look forward to the next chapter of the book. Take care and stay safe, says Shirley. Anne says bye. Margaret says bye. Jacqueline Lloyd says good. Have a good week, everybody. We will. Bye, John. Looking forward to Thursday show. Oh, Jan, fingers crossed it works. Jan says ta-ta for now. TTFN. Right, I'm going to press the button. Bye, everyone. Bye, Susan. Yeah, have a lovely day. Stay safe, everybody. My phone's going crazy. I don't know who's ringing me on my phone. Oh, Ali's not talking to the husband. And she's making him use the Hoover. Good for you. Good for you. Bye, Anne. Thank you for your support. You're more than worth. Yeah, lovely pictures. I saw the pictures. Thank you. Nancy says stay safe. Derek says bye all. Singing tomorrow. Oh, he's doing songs from Seven Brides. Now, Seven Brides, Seven Brothers was on the telly over on Channel 5. It's not anywhere on catch up. Every time I go to look for it, I have to pay $10.99 for it. I'm not doing that. Jean says bake a cake. I haven't got any of the ingredients for baking a cake, Jean, I'm afraid. Bye, Karen. Take care. Right, I'm going. Have a lovely day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Sewing Street. I'm on at the weekend as well. I haven't got my diary up here. I don't know. I think I'm on Tuesday, Wednesday. I must be on Saturday as well. Tuesday. Oh yeah, I am. Because I already said that, haven't I? It's Clive and Jane from Elna on Saturday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday is Sewing Street. Thursday, fingers crossed, will be my show. If my show can't go ahead, then I'll come on and do a chat on Thursday at 11 o'clock instead. All right. Bye. Take care, everyone. Lots of love. See you soon.